Hello and welcome to the third video about spiral dynamics. And if you haven't watched yet the video number 1 and number 2, so I invite you to look at it and to watch it before you continue watching this video about second level. It's a purple level of spiral dynamics. So the video number 1 was about the main or basic things, principles, and structure of spiral dynamics. And video number 2 was about first level of spiral dynamics. It's a bash level. So I invite you to go there. You can find these videos on my page, and please watch it first. But if you already watched it, I'm so grateful, and we are ready to talk about second level spiral dynamics. It's a purple level. Purple level, it's a level which I call close relationship and tribe culture. And as we did it in a previous video about bash level, we're going to discuss what are criteria and instructions for development on a personal level, leadership level, team level, and company level. So let me remind you how spiral dynamics looks like from my opinion, in my opinion now. As I mentioned before, this is my personal vision of spiral dynamics right now, because spiral dynamics, it's a live thing. So and of course it depends on who observes spiral dynamics, who tried to describe it, and in current time right now. So this is my perspective, the best, let me say, view of spiral dynamics. But of course, I know that maybe in 3-5 years, it might be changed. So that's very important, that it's a very subjective view, but it's a view which based on my day-by-day practice, working with my corporate clients, with my co-workers, on myself, of course. So, and today we're speaking about second level, purple level. It's a first we level. So it's a first level where we finding ourselves surrounded by other people, and we have to make connection with them, communication, and have some common beliefs or feelings. And let's see how it works if we look at the purple level from the personal, leadership, team, and company perspectives. So personality, personal level, it means you, me, and each individual, of course, can be described from the purple level perspective. So what's description or criteria I want to offer you on the purple level for personal personality perspective? I have a close people nearby. So it's a family, friends, colleagues. I have them. So I'm a part of small tribes, and I can have several tribes, of course, not only one. I can trust other people and inspire trust in return. So that's like a mutual mechanism. I trust people and people trust me. It's very important. That might be the one of criteria. I have a high level of empathy, a sense of tact and compassion. I can feel, hear, and see my own state, so my emotions and condition, and the state of the other people. That's very important. That's I am very empathetic. It's very important that I can feel myself, what I'm feeling now. And after that, I can feel easier other people's feelings. So I can ask for support and help. I can forgive and think. And in a mutual way, in an opposite way, I can help, not only ask, but I can also help and support loved ones, so the close people right nearby. I can apologize and accept the gratitude. So 4 things, right? Support, help, forgive, and think, right? In a mutual way, right? So I can receive it and I can give it. That's very important. I appreciate the traditions and rituals of my family, group of friends, country, and culture, or my country culture, right? I appreciate it, I know it, and I follow it. That's very important. I believe in miracles and something greater, bigger, right, than myself. It might be God, the universe, higher power. It doesn't matter what you believe in, how you call it, right? But you believe that there is something bigger, greater, and outside yourself, and you can't control it, you can't impact, but you can notice that, and you can enjoy it, and you can trust to it. That's very important. I trust this force and rely on them in my life. That's very interesting, right? I keep a giving-receiving balance. So I believe that the God, universe, or higher powers, they have some principles, and one of these main principles is a giving-receiving balance. If you receive or take more than you give, it might impact your life, into your condition, your state. So, and as usual, I put here, etc. It means that it's just my thoughts, ideas, and just directions, which you can explore by yourself, continue exploring by yourself, and you can add some other criteria which you think are important, okay? And practical part, of course, you can see the scale from 1 to 10 in the middle of the slide. Please assess yourself, measure yourself from 1 to 10. If we can take a 10 as all of these criteria which I described before. If this is a 10, where are you now? And your intuition will give you the first number in your mind, and it's the rightest number. For example, it's 5. You can ask yourself, what I have already on 5, or you can ask yourself, what is missing here to block me or stuck me to be on 10. What is missing, or what should I add to be on 10, right? Ask yourself, do this assessment, take a couple minutes, make a pause, make a pause on this video, and continue watching later, right after you finish. And of course, when you've done it, these measurements, right, and you clarify what's going on your personal level from the purple perspective, I can offer you some actions for level development, how you can develop the purple level on a personal side. Make a list of truly valuable and close people and maintain regular communication with them. Just write down the list. Who are your close people, your maybe relatives, friends, or colleagues? Listen to your intuition and trust yourself, and then trust your loved ones more and more often, feeling their love and support. So if you want to learn how to trust other people, you should trust yourself first. If you want to learn how to feel other people, to be empathetic, you should start feeling yourself, okay? Start asking yourself the question, how am I feeling now? And please, don't mix your feelings and your thoughts. Many times I observed when my coaching clients, I asked them, and what are you feeling now? And they started sharing with me their thoughts. I think, okay, no, it's not your feelings. It's your thoughts about situation or your feelings, okay? We call it conceptualization. Don't conceptualize your feelings. Just feel it and describe it as the feelings, not as your thoughts, okay? Ask for help and support. Offer help and support to people, but not to give help and goodness without asking. There is a very common mistakes we do sometimes. So we start helping other people from the very positive intention from the bottom of our heart, and they can't accept it, and they feel it as a pushing. And it might feel and sees as a pushing. So don't do that. Just ask, offer the help first. So say, hey, do you need help? Do you need advice? Do you want to support? And if they say yes, give it. If they don't, just let them learn. Let them live through the situation by themselves. It's very important for them. Okay. Ask for forgiveness if you are wrong, and forgive, admitting that everyone can make a mistake. Yes. Think and learn to accept gratitude with gratitude. Yeah, I repeat these words intentionally, right? Because it's an art. It's like an art, you know, to accept or receive the gratitude with more gratitude from your side. It's like exchange. You remember giving, receiving, right? Make a list of traditions and rituals, observe and create new ones in your daily life, okay? Engage in spiritual practices. Go to church, meditate, do yoga, etc. Strengthen faith in the miracles. When you sometimes notice that something happened as a miracle, you know, it's, for example, you are find yourself in the right place in the right time and you got something, right? Or you can see something. It's a miracle, right? It's like a double miracle, because the first part of miracle, it's when it happens, right? Happens. And the second, that you notice that. Wow, right? And of course, give and take in an equal measure. And you should feel it, that you give. And sometimes it's better to give more. If you feel bad, just give more to people, to universe, to your community, to the country, to the humanity in general, right? And you will receive more. Of course, it's not end of this list, right? You can continue by yourself, and I invite you to find other ways to improve your purple level on your personal perspective, okay? But we're moving forwards and we are going to the leadership. So the very important thing, right? The leader, it's the same personality, but with additional role, responsibilities, opportunities, maybe rights, right, and resources. So the description of the criteria, right, of the purple level in a leadership perspective. So the leader possesses and develops all personal qualities and skills of the purple, violet, right, level on the personal plan. So that's what we just discussed, right? What we've just discussed before on the previous slide. Okay, that's very important, that the leader have a strength and feels very strong themselves, right, on a purple level. The leader forms and maintains a trusting, benevolent, positive, friendly, safe, comfortable atmosphere in the team, and make sure that each person feels like a member of professional family. Okay, we are like a family, we're like a friends, and this is one of the main leaders' responsibility. The leader is the keeper of values, traditions, and rituals that are passed on to new team members verbally and are obligatory for everyone, including the leader, him, herself. That's very important, that the leader pays attention to what makes this group of people unique. What makes this group of people feels the tribe, family, or team. Okay. The leader communicates with each team members on an equal footing and is the same team member as any other employee. So we are communicating here at the friends without our badge, badge, right? I'm a leader, I'm a manager. So without that, right? Just like as a human being to human being communication. It's very important on the purple level. On the purple level, we are not leader and we are not boss and employee. We are part of one team. We are equal. That's very important. And it will help you to build trust, relationship, and respect on a personal level. That's what is the base things of the purple level in spiral dynamics. The team leader flexibly feels the group dynamics of the team. So what is the group dynamics? It's a 4 stages: forming, storming, norming, and I forgot how we call it, the last 4, but it's like ending, let me say like that, right? Or finishing, right? Forming, storming, norming, finishing. So it means that each group, for example, in morning, you're meeting each other on a phone call, a Zoom call, Skype call, I don't know what program you use, or you meet each other in an office space, right? So the first thing which has happened, hey, how are you doing? How was your family time yesterday? How was your football game or hockey game or whatever you did yesterday, right? So that's a forming process. We are trying to build again connection, and we have to build connection every time when we're starting conversational communication. It's very important. Sometimes it goes very fast, sometimes it takes time. But after that, we are going to the storming. Storming, it means we see some challenge. You know, for example, hey, we haven't finished our report yet. Let's go and do that, right? So that's like a challenge which we have to overcome together, right? And after that, when we got emotions, energy to overcome this challenge, right? We're going to norming stage. Norming stage, it's when we start doing the actions, right? The process, right? Which can help us. And the forming, it's when we're done. When we, for example, the people go to the lunch and they go separately, right? It means that they are finishing their communication and connection. And when they come back after lunch, they have to go to the forming again and to communicate, hey, how was your lunch? Was good? How are you feeling? Right? So that's what does mean group dynamics. You can check it out. You can Google it. It's very interesting. And the leader have to, I guess, has to, right, know how to feel it and impact that. So the team leader flexibly feels the group dynamics of the team and the emotional and energetic changes in it, influences the most comfortable living of various situations and overcoming difficulties within the team and outside it. And the leader is an example of positive beliefs and beliefs that inspire others. So we have positive beliefs and we have limitation beliefs. Limitation beliefs, for example, when I feel we are not a team, we don't like each other, we don't respect each other, right? This is very, even if it's true, it's very limitation beliefs. So it makes us weaker, let me say like that. It doesn't help us, right, to feel unity. Right? So the opposite beliefs, for example, we are the best team, we are family, we are friends, right? We can overcome everything, right? So that's the positive beliefs, and the leader should be an example of these positive beliefs and should promote positive beliefs to the team members. Okay, please add your criteria in leadership perspective on a purple level. Okay, and we're going to self-assessment. Please assess yourself as a leader, your leadership position from 1 to 10. Where are you now? 10. It's you have everything and even more. What I mentioned before, right? 1, you don't have anything of that, but you start thinking of that. That's a great thing. And please find yourself from 1 to 10. Where are you now? And if you do that, ask yourself again, what is missing? What do I need to add to be on 10? And what actions can you do to improve your leadership skills and qualities on the purple level spiral dynamics? Develop personal qualities and skills. See the personality slide, previous slide. Conduct regular informal activities, right? Like human being to human being. Corporate events in and out of the office to get to know each other better and align the team. So team building activities, right here, exercises, games, everything, right? Which can help us to feel each other better, to be sure that I can trust you, I can respect you. Form and update a list of values, principles, traditions, and rituals that must be observed in the team and contribute to this. Consult with the team and hold regular individual and general meetings with an employee on all issues of concerns to them. Seek joint solutions. Okay. Identifying concerns, problems, conflicts, disagreements, and misunderstanding in the team and resolve them. Build and maintain friendship with and between each team member, building trust and respect. So the leader should build a close relationship, trust, and respect with each team member, and help each team member to build the same relationship with other each team members. Okay, follow the group dynamics of coping with the difficulties and overcoming obstacles, and facilitate and overcome all together without conflict. That's very important. Track limiting and promoting beliefs and beliefs among team members, and align them with the values, principles, rules, traditions, rituals, and goals of the team. Please continue this list if you have any other ideas, and text it, post it in the comments under this video. So it was a leadership perspective. Let's go to the team perspective. So team as a group of people, right? How the team can show the purple level criteria, right? Qualities, let me say maybe skills, right? As a group of people, and what you can do to improve it. So the criteria for a team on a purple level of spiral dynamics. The team is clearly aware of its members, and the team members are aware of themselves as a part of it. In social psychology, there is one of the main principles. So I, as a team member, perceive myself as a part of this group, and mutually, this group perceive me as a part of it. That's very important. And this mutual perception, it's a sign that we are on a great level of purple level. Each team member feels and knows the values, principles, unspoken rules, traditions, and customs of the team and follows them. Each team member makes sure that the rest of the team live and work as it is accepted in the team and corrects deviations. So in social psychology, social group, it's a space where there is a social effects happen, right? So the team can control, can impact, right, to each member or each members, right, to particular members in the group. That was the group of people at the team have to do, let me say, have to do. The team together determines its composition, includes and excludes members based on values, principles, beliefs, and beliefs. Sorry for repeating. It's about the mechanism friend or foe. So what does it mean? It means that the group has to learn how to identify who is close to us, who is not, who is share our common values, principles, rules, traditions, rituals, or not. And sometimes, and it's happened in the business, right, field, sometimes the group has to exclude or eliminate some of these group members, and it will be better. And the same things about the welcoming the new team members, right? The same mechanism. So we should feel again, feel the main word for purple level, right? That it's our body. Let me say like that, right? Our person. Team members take the initiative in organizing joint events and foster familiarity, cohesion, convergence, and unity of team members. Initiative, yeah, right? The group initiate these activities. The team has a positive, supportive, kind, and warm atmosphere. Together, it is safe, easy, good, and interesting. That's what we have to feel, observe from this team, right? And you can always say it. Each team member has an unspoken role that is visible and important to the integrity of the team. Roles are flexible. Distributed when something is changing. So we have a roles. Each team member has a role. It's unspoken role, maybe, right? So leader role, or outsider role, or other roles, right? And we value this role, right? But this role, if something goes wrong, for example, somebody is sick, right? We can take this role and continue doing that, right? Flexibly. Team members become friends and loved ones over time, thereby building trust, respect, unity, cohesion, and team spirit. So there is a question, right? Should we have a friendship in a work team or between leaders and the team members? Yes, we should. And on a purple level, it's one of the basic criteria that you are great here. There are no conflicts within the team, and all disputes are resolved based on the values of the team, trust and respect for each other. So the conflicts, there is a one theory of the conflicts, it calls three components conflict. So the three components, the first one is when we have different position, different opinions. The second component, it's when we start argue, right? And my goal here is to change your position, but keep mine, right? And the third conflict, it's a strong negative emotions. So when I can't control myself. So in a good team, right, on the purple level, we can have first two components. We can have different opinions and we can try to discuss it, right, or argue, right, to each other and try to change our position, but it will not will be a conflict because there is no negative emotions. We can use some emotional expressions, right? But there is no negative emotions under our without under control, right? So it means that in a good team on a purple level, there is no conflicts at all. And the team has the same beliefs. So we believe in the same common things. That's what makes us feel together, togetherness or unity, right? So please assess your team from 1 to 10. Where are you in your team? You know how to do it. And there is an action plan, how to improve your team. So determine the composition of the team and clearly identify who is with us and who is not. How we feel and define friends or foes. Team members identify core values, principles, rules, rituals, traditions, and customs, and oversee their implementation. Conduct general meetings and activities for getting to know each other outside of work on a personal level, and intuitively distributing roles in the team and power balance. Leaders, average group of members, and outsiders. Monitor and discuss the atmosphere in the team, influence and support it. It's very important that we discuss. We have a lot of space for talking, discussing, exchanging opinions, and impact to that. Flexibly redistribute roles based on mutual understanding and the mutual support. So there is no problem me to help you if you can do something based on your role, right? And ask help if I need it. Form general promoting beliefs and eliminate limiting beliefs and negative thoughts. That's very important. You know, the negative thoughts and beliefs might be like a virus in your team, and they can make you sick, a lot of people. And of course, it will impact on the energy level, ambitious levels, and performance, right? Team performance. Please surprise each other, make miracles together. Yeah, there are a lot of activities, and now the Christmas is coming, and there is my favorite game, Secret Santa. So it's when the team members unspoken, like blindly choose one of the other team member from your team, and during a particular time, maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. So I have somebody write on my paper, somebody's name on my paper, so I know who is other team members for whom I should be a Secret Santa, and I'm giving a lot of surprises, gifts, small gifts, and nice things, right? That this person doesn't know, right? Who doesn't? So, and the special events, usually it's like close to Christmas, right? We are revealing ourselves, right? So we say, hey, it was me, and happy Christmas, right? Merry Christmas. And so that's very positive event. I suggest you to play with that, even if it's not Christmas time. So contribute to the development of the team and gratefully accept its gifts in return. Yeah, that's very important. So in this list is not ended, right? Please continue that on your own way. And the last perspective, company. Company, it's a structure, right? Company as a structure which has resources, goals, and can impact, of course, on a purple level and can be developed on the purple level. So the main criteria from the company perspective are the company has common values, principles, rules, traditions, rituals, and customs for all teams. That's very important, right? In the previous slide, we discussed about one team, leader, team members, right? Here we have many teams, right? And the company has a common values, principles, rules, traditions, rituals, and customs for all teams which are paced verbally and supported. The company has created a space to bring people together, to union them, to be together comfortably, and to communicate. Premises, spaces, tea, coffee, suites, it's like maybe game room or a restroom or like halls, right? But it should be the special space where we can come all together. The company forms the same teams from the leaders of teams. So the company builds the team between leaders. It might be middle managers, might be top managers, might be team leaders, right? That's very important. Departments and divisions where it creates a supportive culture of leadership and care for employees, thereby inspiring team members, right? Through personal example. So the team of leaders shows the great an example on the purple level how they can be together and they have their great team, and the team members can copy that. The company creates opportunities for organizing informal events for each team and the entire team of the company. So each team has a special opportunity to events in all company, right? The company has a mechanism for tracking the mood of people in teams and on regular basis and collecting feedback on their emotional comfort together, right? The company promotes the continuity of generations of employees and encourages family contracts. So it means that the company is open to the family members of each employee, right, and leaders, of course, and they organize the family events, and they would love to see for example, the employees' kids, right, as a employee in the future, company's employee in the future, right? So please assess your company from 1 to 10. Ask yourself what you can improve to be on 10 if you're not yet there, and actions, how the company can develop the purple level, right? So to identify the unique DNA, just pretend that the company has a DNA on the purple level of the company consisting of values, principles, unspoken rules, rituals, and traditions to develop and cultivate them for all members of the company without exceptions. So every person in the company, top managers, leaders, doesn't matter, right, of their status in the company, they follow these common things. Create informal, in Russia, let me share with you, in Russia, we have a joke that everybody is equal in a sauna. Sauna, steam room, right? Everybody is an equal because naked, right? So that means that the common values, principles, and spoken rules, rituals, and traditions should be common for everybody. Create informal space, playrooms for gathering teams, holding discussions, games, brainstorming, and friendly tea, coffee gatherings outside of work. All right, strengthen work time, right? Or work environment. Strengthen team building activities for leadership teams and create a good example of a warm and friendly team of professionals for all employees. To hold corporate parties and informal events separately for each team. So each team has opportunity to for team building, right? Individual teams with each other. So for example, sales team meets with marketing teams. For production team meets logistic team, right? I don't know, lawyers team, right? Communicate with accountants team, right? Or IT specialist team communicates with other team, right? So like two teams, right, goes together. And of course, for the entire company, right? Corporate parties. Conduct events involving family members and friends of company employees, right? Create a system of regular monitoring of the mood and emotional state of employees and work with this feedback at the systemic and individual levels. That's very important. So you improve like the system of monitoring, building, and creating something changing in the company, and individually you work too. Create an engaging cultural atmosphere and space to attract family members and friends of employees to work for the company based on shared values, principles, traditions, rituals. So that's what I'm thinking about the purple level from the company perspective. Thank you so much. We just observed the purple level from the 4 different perspectives: personality, personal perspective, leadership, team, and company. And please write your comments, share your ideas, your thoughts, your best practices. I'm very open to that, and I will be very grateful. So, and I wish you to trust and be trusted, and respect and to be respected, and to have this warm relationship with really close people to you in your personal life and your professional life. Thank you so much, and looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.